Hi, Aswad here, and for part 2 for today's lessons, I'm gonna explain to you what I've done for today's progress. And for today, I have updated some of the forums in the Partnership to Success forums, in the progress report sections, and also in the product development sections, which I answer or I give opinions on some of the trade by by Chris Shaw and by Keith, I think. And I also realized that Keith's blog has, I don't know, but some malware in that blog that I can't access, and Google not allow me to proceed to access the blog. So I reported it to Keith, and I think that Keith already solved the problems and nothing is going wrong with his blog right now. Let's see if I can go to the blog. Yeah, I think there's nothing problem, no problem at all. I think all the problem is solved, and that's for the first thing that I've done in today's progress. And then I update some posts in my blog post and the exactly thing is I do some article marketing training, and I set the time limit or the deadline for one article in 30 minutes. That include the research time and also the pre-proof reading time. And I managed to create an article within the time, but I said the first goal is to achieve the 400 words for an article, but approximate time 26 minutes and 48 seconds, I only managed to create an article for 332 words. But I think it's a good progress because yesterday I only managed to do an article around 270 words, I think, in about 30 minutes. That is not include the research time. But for today's, I managed to improve myself, but I don't know about my article grammar or my article quality. Is it good enough or not? But I hope some of people who read this blog will complain or will critique my writing technique. I also post these articles in forums in my training sections, and if someone nice enough to provide me some corrections or critiques my writing progress, I really glad, and I really hope there are someone who can correct me. Okay, that's for the article writing. And for today's studies, I do read some ebook about how to double your productivity in 48 hours by Jason Flatlin. I read it yesterday, and for today I continue reading from the chapter of Your To-Do List is Garbage. I think that's a good chapter. Now I know Jason stated in his book, in his writing, that to-do list is not applicable at all. What you must do is you must get the must get done list instead of to-do list. If you have the must get done list, you must put it the priority of the must get done list first before your to-do list. Okay, I know that he know that whenever someone create a list, there are lots of bullet points that they insert into the list, into the one-day list, and people expect that not all the lists can be done in one day, so that they put a lot of the bullet point in the list, but they did expect that only half of the bullet point will get done, and half of that are not getting looked at. So what Jason advised me or suggest me is to do a must to done list and a to do list. It's something different between that. The must get done list is the top of priorities that you must get it done before anything else. The to do list is you can insert the bullet point that you feel that the list that is the not so important although it is important, but not urgent, and you don't have to do it right now, so that you can balance for your own personality. If you think that your to-do list is not what do you say, if you think that your to-do list are not so important, or you don't have to do all of the list, you can prioritize the must get done list first, and then for to-do list you are free whether you want to do that or not. So if we compare to the previous list, or your previous to-do list, there are some difference in there. In the new form of the list, you will get done the get done list first, and then for to-do list, if you write some interesting method or something that you want to do for today, if you do it, then it is better. But if you don't do it, it is nothing, and you will lose nothing. But for the previous list, you have list all kind without categorize the list, so you need to choice, you have a choice to choose which list which point you want to do it first. And if you follow the step, maybe you're gonna go to the unimportant list first, and then to the important one. And after you have done the unimportant list first, when you want to go to the important point, you out of gas, and you don't focus it to finish the task. And that is the what do you say, that is when you lose your concentrations. So that is what I learned from that book. Also, Jason teach me how to get confident when writing, or when giving speech, or creating a video, I think. And in his method, he like us to visualize ourselves in our mind. So if we imagine that we can do it, if we imagine we as the other persons who really great in their success, such as, for example, in my mind I imagine that my mentor Jason's, or my mentor John Thornhill is giving a speech. Then I walk behind him, and then I push myself into John Thornhill's body, and I keep imagining that I'm giving the speech as John Thornhill, with his confidence. Then only by that I managed to improve my productivity, and my confidence boosts up more higher than before. So when I do speech like this, before I really afraid to do the open speech, or to write about my progress. But if I done the step that Jason teach me earlier, I have done for this speech, and I think my progress is really fast, and I can speak English without feel afraid that my English is sucks, or no one can understand me. Maybe no one can understand me, but I'm not sure. But I don't want to be a perfect speaker, but I just want to tell the others that I can speak English, and I have something to deliver for them. And if they can get what I want to give to them, then it's the best way to to give something much more valuable. Okay, I think that's all for today's progress report. And for tomorrow, I will upgrade more, and I think I will do the 2 more articles on article marketing training. I will do 2 more articles, and each for 30 minutes. And let's see if I can reach my goal or not. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.